What the actual fuck is that? Hello everyone, welcome back. I haven't been doing YouTube for ages. I don't know why. I think I've just kind of burnt out on it. But now I'm back playing Sex with Stalin. Stalinopedia. What's that? Yeah, okay. I don't know what that is. Let's go into settings. Your white type. No, paper. Okay. No, just appear. Nope. Black, white, red. That's pretty cool, but no, default. Let's just do mid. Okay. Yeah, yes, we want it censored. This is going up on YouTube, not on dodgy sites. Let's do the prologue first.
You probably wonder who I am.
Yes, I am.
Let me explain. An ordinary guy who was studying to be a historian. But that's not a big deal these days. Higher education means nothing in this country. It is almost impossible to find a job, and all those employed are still very poor. Public organizations get shut down, incessant staff reductions, write-offs, and poverty. On the other hand, oligarchs and their friends hold power with an iron grip. In their personal interests, they switched everything to private rails. The country was divided and sold. Despite having a diploma with honor and a completed dissertation paper, I had to become a stash man. A stash man works hard, but can earn good money. In this damned world, money decides everything. You just cannot survive without it. Still, existential despair, ethical hopelessness, and inner decay are killing me. I wish the world were different. At least a little. I studied to be a historian in order to devote more time to researching great revolutionaries and anarchists of the past, as well as in the hope of finding out how we can change the world today. All in vain. There are only few people like me now. We are too scanty to change anything. But maybe I got lucky this time. This is Semyon Mikhailovich, my neighbor and an inveterate alcoholic. When drunk, he talks all sorts of nonsense about the time machine and pretends to be a great physicist who studied in Germany. At least I thought it was nonsense. Until I put his wife on my cock one day. Natalia Ivanova, an elderly woman, used to seek solace, and believe me, she did find it. Just imagine, her husband drinks and beats her, and there is a young and always sexually hungry guy next door. And that is me. It's a sin not to take advantage.
What the
I remember
fuck?
very well how her small, cunning, old womanish eyes spotted me right away. I could understand this because I did not take my eyes off her too.
That's hot.
Yes, I love MILFs.
Yes!
Who is sinless? Long story short,
We love MILFs.
when my
Is that an
father
arm?
visited her rotten truffle for the nth time, and we had hot
Arm in the
sex
corner?
at her place.
Why
I
would you have
noticed
that?
a solid file lying on a bedside table, and of course I snatched it, hoping it contained their retirement savings. After a couple of squirts, I returned home and opened the ill-fated package. If I say I was fucking shocked, that wouldn't be the exact word. I almost shit on myself of sincere and inhuman surprise. Instead of the expected retirement money, I discovered some documents showing that Semyon was not only an alcoholic, boomer, and cuckold, but also a recognized scientist working at Solkovo.
What a cuckold, am I
My
right?
skills of a stash man and old women fucker helped me to find rubbish spots and a loophole.
That's what
I
I
am
want
going
on my
to use
CV.
to penetrate into
Old
a
women
secret
fucker.
lab established in a Sokovo basement. It was difficult, but I managed to get this secret object.
Oh, what the fuck is happened to my guy? Oh
Poor
god, what the
Semyon
fuck is
Mikhailovich.
that?
Apparently he found out about his wife's betrayal.
Okay,
Now that does not matter though,
that is a MILF.
because I will change this country
gilf,
along
actually.
with the whole world. The coordinates and time are defined.
This guy.
It's time to
Like
set
me.
off.
I'm always fucking gilf.
Hopefully. I
Oh,
don't
what the
have to make
fuck?
a choice.
I saw his dick. I thought he was meant to be censored, man. What the fuck?
Staying in Lenin's shadow, Stalin skillfully installed his allies on every level of the party apparatus. Joseph has always been a moderate socialist, flawlessly playing his role in front of friends and foes alike.
Oh, whoops.
In 1924, he continued to lurk in the shadows, pitting his rivals Trotsky, Kamenev, and Zinoviev, the primary pretenders to the communist throne, against each other. Stalin initiated the so-called Lenin's draft, the mass recruitment of working-class people into the Russian Communist Party. This transition from the party of elites to the party of workers had a profound effect, severely limiting the influence of Stalin's rivals, and this allowed Stalin to start his quest for supremacy. Stalin didn't bend, but not everyone could see this. He was always unflinchingly pragmatic and efficiently cruel. When leading the country, Joseph did not allow for a shade of insubordination with public and hidden purges, stamping out discontent before it could spread.
Damn. It's pretty sad, bro. And there we are again. Yeah. Let's start again.
I wonder how many people should be executed before Beria is accused of being a butcher. And at what point do we finally execute him because of it? He has too much influence now. And these thoughts stink like damn rotten capitalism. Lenin would have turned over in his grave 3 times by now.
Papa Danin, is that me? Sorry, I'm possibly interrupting you, but...
Fucking fuck! NKVD! There's a spy! Shoot him!
No, fuck you. Don't shoot me, fuck you. Fuck you. Comrade Stalin, don't kill me, please.
Well, wait a minute. You're naked. Why on Soviet land? There's a naked guy in my office. And he wants to rape the general secretary. Call for Comrade Beria right now. This is treason. State treason.
Get him a cockhouse treason. I'm gonna be sentenced to death. Comrade Stalin, I'm not going to rape you. Is he going to give consent?
Well, yes. You're sure too doesn't
Oh,
look
okay,
at all
no, fuck you.
terrifying.
Fuck you,
Even
short
Malik
tool.
Costing is more impressive.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
Though he's never been famous for his.
Comrade Stalin, I came from the future. In my time, the year is 2300, and the 50th term anniversary is celebrated this year. But I won't say the ruler's name. Election day is coming up, and I'm sure he will not become the head of the Holy Slavic Empire again. Not for the 51st time. But it wasn't me who told you that.
You are talking nonsense. And I should mention that you're looking less and less intimidating. In fact, you don't look intimidating at all. You just took me by surprise while I was lost in my thoughts. And if you value your life, though it will be short of course, believe me, I can make it even shorter.
Fuck this guy. If you mean that you want to frame Barry and kill him, I did not hear anything, I swear.
So, you've chosen death then. You are lucky that I have no gun in my pocket. Alright, I can give you another choice. You wanna be shot in the head or in the heart? I can also shoot your nutsack off first if you wish. I will make you scream like a little girl.
Fuck you. Asshole. Zukov is plotting against you.
That's nothing new.
You're going to die soon.
Not surprised. I'm already old, my dear boy.
After you, Khrushchev will become the leader, not Malenkov.
Of course he will. I didn't take him in hand for nothing. Me and Nikita Sergeyevich had a conflict in the past, but we settled it. And talking about Comrade Georgy, he's not far-sighted enough, and he understands it himself.
Your daughter is going to immigrate to the USA in a dozen years.
She always was a romantic person, with a passion for new things.
Why are you looking like that while talking about your daughter, man? It's pretty fucked up, that's all I'm saying, pretty fucked up, bro. Stalin's Lenin and you, all leaders exhibit a pattern. First bald, then head off hair.
Well, Khrushchev had a bald head, so your rule doesn't work. What? Stop. How can you know this indeed? Who are you?
I am me. That's it. I'm from the future. I'm here to help.
What
Why would you
was
help
the
him?
name of my father?
He is commonly known as Beso.
Why was I expelled from a theological seminary?
Officially because you didn't come to the exam, but in reality it was because of Marxism, propaganda, especially of the nationalistic sort.
You know, my father regularly beat me and my mother. I could not accept this from a religious person, so I turned to Marxism.
It's true that your father beat you sometimes, but when he was drunk, it was your mother who was beaten the most. But it was not this that turned you to Marxism. The real reason was the hellish teaching methods of the theological seminary. They are beyond all imagination. I'm shit at reading, by the way. I failed my English. I am a dipshit.
How old was I when I lost my virginity? In your time, it's probably not a secret.
When you were 16, it was a rainy night in a hayloft. She was a beautiful stranger with black eyes.
When was my first time with a man?
Oh, what the fuck? No, what? What? 2022. I don't judge. You do you, bro. You do you, my guy. There never was one. Oh.
Okay, last question. What I did to Roosevelt when we met at the Yalta Conference in 1945, I've never told this to anyone.
Then how will I know, huh? Well, not long before meeting him, you scratched your groin with one hand, wiped your butt with the other, and then shook his hand with both hands. He never knew this, but you felt contented anyway.
Okay, maybe you are from the future, or maybe you're a cunning liar. Anyway, you know too much. Don't worry, my dear. You have no chance of surviving through the night, so we can just take our time and enjoy this conversation. And why not? I have insomnia anyway.
Okay. I really came here to help you.
For sure. Yesterday, a maid wanted to help me too, but she had a Mauser in her hand. She was dashing, about as fast as lightning, wild and bold. She wanted to kill me. She wanted that so much.
But what?
But she left my office in the morning with her bottom falling out. Beria overdid it. and 1 day later she was executed. But it doesn't matter now. Let's get started.
Okay. Are they MILF hunters as well? Maybe?
But before, Comrade Time Traveler, please bend over and cough.
No.
I need to check
Okay.
you for spyware.
Okay. Oh, she's brave. What did I just do? Did I shit on his face?
You know, Comrade Traveler, I received some interesting materials yesterday. I'm curious what you may think about them, and you can compare them to your time.
Okay. Come on, Stan. I will study the materials right away.
Don't rush. You have enough time to study the details. Firstly, tell me something. Is communism at all possible?
Oh god, okay. Come on, Stan. It is well known that one must destroy capitalism or be smashed under its foot. The state protects its citizens from outer and inner enemies. A man obtains freedom through... Right, where am I? Through labour. But the capitalists are trying to misuse that labour. They are parasites, eating people and growing bigger, while the working people die of starvation and cold.
That's not what I asked. You see, the author of the materials I mentioned before has built quite an interesting logic consequence. As you may know, the essence of communism was explained by Karl Marx. Well, in the highest phase of communist society, the division of labor that enslaves people will disappear, and the opposition of mental and physical labor will also vanish. Labor will never be just a means for earning a living. It will become the first need of life. From each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. That is communism. Our society is now at a stage of socialism. We have not yet reached that stage of socialization, not of both people and a means of production.
Okay. Comrade Stalin, don't you think that it has all just started? The 5-year production plans are in progress. New factories are under construction, and many of them are producing products. The mechanical engineering, instrument making, and aircraft manufacturing industries are progressing, as well as the light industry. The land is boring, cultivated, and there are even some plans for developing the virgin lands.
But at the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable, but almost impossible to reach, at least due to the fundamental subjectivity of individual consciousness. You see, the socialism that we have now, it is in fact the same capitalism, but already completely monopolistic. The global monopolistic capitalism, it's autocratic, so to say. There is the monopoly on trade, legislation, production, ideology, and propaganda, and the monopoly on thoughts and life itself. If you think profoundly, you will see that our Western colleagues do. When it comes to a crisis, they quickly send all their ideas and principles to hell. Is there a great difference between the economics of the USA and Germany? Yes, the ideologies are different, but how they work is just the same.
I didn't really read any of that. Like, for fuck's sake. Is there any practical possibility for pushing some effort into building the idea of communism? Maybe you're right. Maybe we really should try some non-real methods. Let's do one.
There are plenty of options. First, our state needs. No, not the state, but its people. They need stable economic development. You may think these are big words, but we still feel the effects of the war. which has destroyed and ruined so much. Although many years have passed, the scars on our fatherland continue to bleed. Our duty is to give people food, drink, housing, and safety from both external and internal dangers.
Are you talking about basic human needs?
You are absolutely right. They are what influence people's consciousness the most. And it's pretty understandable considering the circumstances under which we live. Our great purpose is to meet all the needs of Soviet people. Simultaneously, we must work on the idea that labor is the main need for people. The ideas of Marx and other communist thinkers will become true one day. I'm sure of it.
What is your vision about what can be done with regard to this purpose, along with making the 5-year plan in 4 years?
At a first glance, it is nothing but
No. Something interesting. Like, this is boring as fuck. I don't fucking know.
What do you mean? Then I can rely on you.
Oh, okay. What? I don't know what I've done. But I got really bored. It's just boring.
How do you like my modernization?
What the fuck?
Let's test this upgrade. Fuck me up with a hammer, like my father did in my childhood. Ow. Ow. It hurts. Looks okay. Ow.
Did you just call me gay?
All meatbags must be executed.
Stalin never changed. Only Papadanin could leave a lasting impression, and the USSR's military-industrial complex went into overdrive, building new automated factories for converting people into cyborgs.
I call that restructuring of the people.
Joseph went through the transformation himself, becoming one of the first half humans, half machines.
Just to stop my knees from creaking, I became very old.
When Soviet scientists managed to create an AI based on Stalin's brain, the situation turned to worse. Stalin, the machine, declared a crusade against the flesh.
The Matrix glitched a little bit.
Papadanin was the first victim, and then everyone who did not undergo the cyborgization was purged.
That's what I call a repression.
Oh shit. That's it. That's the end. Okay, there is more endings, but the thing is, it's something you're not meant to find. So, okay, yeah, should fuck with me. Okay, there we go. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I don't know why you wouldn't after watching this. You're probably unsubscribed if you haven't subscribed. But if you for some reason enjoyed the video, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.